Hey guys, welcome to the third module of the machine learning course by Uplatz. So we have covered the first two modules. The first module was about the introduction to linear algebra. So in which we have covered what linear algebra functions and features are available in NumPy and how the linear algebra is important for machine learning, correct? So anyone who wants to learn machine learning should first understand the basics and functionalities of linear algebra and how we can use the concepts of linear algebra in machine learning. And a very popular package known as NumPy supports the functions and features of linear algebra, correct? So we have seen many operations on matrix, vectors, scalars, matrix multiplication, okay, vector multiplication, addition, and some built-in functions like eigenvalues. So all those we have seen in the first module. And the second module was about the introduction to Python, correct? So Python and R are the most preferred languages for machine learning. We saw the introduction to Python, the basics of Python like the data types, the input output statements, the lists, tuples, dictionaries, functions, built-in functions. Yes. So these we have seen as the part of our second module. So hope you got the basics of Python uh, helpful. So in this module, the module 3, we are going to start with the machine learning. So as you know that machine learning is a by far the very popular and very demanding and very sought after technology in the market, in the industry. The machine learning, artificial intelligence, data science, then DevOps. So all these are very popular right now. So let's start with the module on machine learning. So our machine learning tutorial provides basic and advanced concepts of machine learning. This tutorial is designed for both students as well as working professionals. So in this module, we will cover the basics, the theory concepts of machine learning, like what is machine learning, what are the applications of machine learning, and what are the different types of machine learning. All those we will see in this lecture. So as you can see in the slide, machine learning uses various algorithms for building mathematical models and making predictions using historical data or information. So the machine learning, the target, the focus, the goal of machine learning is to make the machines think like humans. So we humans think by our experience, correct? So we have so much experience and we learn a lot from our experiences. And the goal of machine learning is to make the machines think like humans. But machines don't learn from experience, they learn from the data we give them. Okay, so data is needed to make predictions using machine learning. So in machine learning, the data plays a very important role, and we anticipate that in our near future, machine learning plays a very important role, not only in industry but in everywhere, in every aspect of our life. Okay, so if you don't know, you are you have unknowingly or knowingly used some machine learning concepts already, like when you tag your photos in Facebook with your friends, the Facebook will automatically identify your friends in the picture. That is because of data. Okay, so the machine has seen your friends lot many number of times, and it knows the name of your friends. Okay, and by that experience and by that data, it identifies your friends exactly. correct? Then you can see in the picture what I'm showing right now, a man with a bicycle and few car, okay, and some trucks, okay, and some traffic lights. So everything is identified perfectly. And how it is done? It is done by giving a lot of data for the machines, okay. And when you start from a location and you want to go to another location, you put on the maps, correct, and the maps work on the basis of machine learning. So all these examples, how they work and what they work, we will see in the tutorial. And you can see the next picture, that is your email. Your emails will be classified as a spam email or a non-spam email. So how is that possible? So the email is given a lot of emails, and we tell them, so if the email comes from this kind of sources, it should be a spam mail. And if a mail comes from some sources, it should be a non-spam mail. Okay. So by that experience, by that data, the machine correctly classifies the email as a spam email or a non-spam email. Then you can see the third picture, by seeing the gender of a person and by his age, some movies are recommended for him. Okay. So if he is a 26-year-old and a male, so if he prefers action and crime movies, so he would be recommended as Fast and Furious. Then if a person is a female and the age is 22, the Avatar movie will be recommended for her. Okay. So like this, machine learning is a rapidly growing technology around the globe, which enables computers to learn automatically from the past data. Machine learning uses various algorithms for building mathematical models and making predictions using historical data or information. Currently, it is being used for various tasks such as image recognition, speech recognition, email filtering, Facebook auto tagging, then recommender system, and many more. So the image recognition picture I have shown you in this slide, then the spam or non-spam email filtering technique is shown in this slide. Then recommendations. So when you open Netflix or Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, so it recommends you some items based on what are your interests or what age you are, what are your interests, what are your taste. Okay. So depending on all these, you will be recommended some items in Facebook or in YouTube or in Netflix. So all these work on the principle of machine learning. So the most popular websites like Netflix, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, then Twitter, then movie websites. So all these work on the principle of machine learning. The machine learning tutorial gives you an introduction to machine learning along with the wide range of machine learning techniques such as supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. You will learn about regression and classification models, clustering models, then other various sequential models. So let's start with the third module. And as I told you, before jumping to the tutorial, you should be familiar with NumPy, Pandas, these packages. This is important to understand the implementation part. So if you have not yet uh, completed the first two modules, it's strongly recommended that you finish those two modules, then come to the third and fourth modules. All right. So what is machine learning then? So when was it developed, or when it got popular, or when was it discovered? So the term machine learning was coined way back in 1959. It's not a new technology though. It was first imagined in the year 1959. The first technology that was related to machine learning is artificial intelligence, which has a lot of mathematics and equations in it. But the difference with machine learning is that it's a subset of artificial intelligence, but it includes more of the engineering techniques, more of the engineering skills. Okay, so that is the difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning. Machine learning is a field of study that gives computers the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. So we have seen many programs so far, correct? We have seen C programming, we have seen C++, okay? So what's the difference between machine learning and traditional programming? So in traditional programming, we write the code for everything. If we need a new output, we need to modify the existing code. But in machine learning, we feed the machines with lot of data, with lot of historical data, and our aim is to reduce the human intervention every time. Okay, so the machines should be able to learn by themselves after getting involved with so much of the historical data. So you can see that E multiplied by T equals P. So what is that? So E is the experience, T is the task, and P is the performance. So with more experience, okay, and with more task, the performance should improve every time. Okay, so you can see there the experience can be the input data like housing prices, the customer transactions, click stream data, then images. Then the task, if it's a housing prices, to predict the price of a new house. If it is customer transaction, you can segment the customers as valid customers or fraudulent customers or risky customers. Then if it's a click stream data, then you can optimize the user flows. Then if it is images, you can classify the images, like what image is it? Is it a cat? Is it a dog? Is it an animal? Is it a bird? Like that. Then performance should improve every time you do the task, correct? So every time you do the task and the performance doesn't improve, it is of no use, right? So the performance should improve over the experience. So this is E multiplied by T equals P. So the machine learning is a field of computer science that gives the machines the capability to learn without being explicitly programmed. We don't want the human intervention frequently. We want to reduce it to the minimum. In simple terms, machine learning is an application of artificial intelligence which enables a program to learn from the experiences and improve their self at a task without being explicitly programmed. So after the data is carefully studied, the machine becomes expert in that particular task. Okay, so this is the goal of machine learning. Okay, then in this tutorial, our approach is to hard code everything, make some rules and use them to identify the proofs. Okay, so the tasks can be anything. The ultimate goal should be the perfectness in the performance. All right, so as I told you before, how is it different from the traditional programming? In traditional programming, we would feed the input data and a well written tested program into a machine to generate the output. But when it comes to machine learning, the input data along with the output associated with the data is fed into the machine during the learning phase, and it works out a program for itself. Okay, so in machine learning, we don't just give the data, we give the input as well as the output, and we train the machine a lot. And when a new input is given, the prediction about the output should be perfect, should be accurate. So this is the difference of machine learning from the traditional programming. Okay. And why do we need machine learning? So we can say machine learning is the study of making machines more human-like in their behavior and decision making by giving them the ability to learn with minimum human intervention. That is no explicit programming. Now the question is that how can a program attain any experience, and from where does it come, and from where does it learn? And as I told you, the answer is data. The data is called the fuel for the machine learning, and we can say that there is no machine learning without data. So data is the driving point for machine learning. And as I told you, the term machine learning was introduced in 1959, and machine learning can automate many tasks, especially the ones that only humans can perform with their intelligence. So as you all know that humans have intelligence, so our target is to bring the same intelligence to the machines as well. So just imagine the machines performing the tasks of humans, machine um, performing the war on the enemies, okay, machine learning doing our daily work at home. So all these are known as automation. And how does it happen? It happens with the help of data, correct? So with the help of machine learning, businesses can be automated, okay. It also helps in automating and quickly create models for data analysis. So image recognition, text generation, and many other use cases are finding applications in the real world. And in the previous slide, I told you in the traditional programming, we would feed the input and a well-written and tested output and a tested program into a machine to generate the output. But when it comes to machine learning, the input data along with the output associated with the data is fed into the machine during the learning phase, and it works out a program for itself. And that is clearly said in the picture. So machine learning today has all the attention it needs, correct? Machine learning can automate many tasks. So various industries depend on vast quantities of data to optimize their operations and make intelligent decisions. Machine learning helps in creating models that can process and analyze large amounts of complex data to deliver accurate results. These models are precise and scalable and function with less turnaround time. By building such precise machine learning models, business can leverage profitable opportunities and avoid unknown risks. So machine learning can be used in healthcare, in insurance, in credit cards, okay, in real estate, okay. So in automation, okay, in automobiles, the driverless car, the autonomous car is one of the main dream of machine learning. And you all know that how much investment is being put on the autonomous cars, correct? So that's the importance of machine learning. Then the next thing, features of machine learning. So what are the features of machine learning? The first one is automation, then the improved customer experience, then the automated data visualization, then finally the business intelligence. So automation, nowadays in your Gmail account, there is a spam folder that contains all the spam emails. You might be wondering, how does Gmail know that all these mails are spam, correct? So this is the work of machine learning. It recognizes the spam emails, and thus it is easy to automate this process. So what is that spam filtering and what type of machine learning it is, we will see later. The ability to automate repetitive tasks. is one of the biggest characteristics of machine learning. A huge number of organizations are already using machine learning powered paperwork and email automation. In the financial sector, a huge number of repetitive, data heavy, and predictable tasks are needed to be performed. And because of this sector uses different types of machine learning solutions to a great extent. So this is just an example of automation by machine learning. The next one is the improved customer experience. For any business, one of the most crucial ways to drive engagement, promote brand loyalty, and establish long lasting customer relationships is by providing a customized experience and providing better services, correct? So, machine learning helps us to achieve both of them. Have you ever noticed that whenever you open any shopping site, they are mostly about something you recently searched for, correct? So, be it Amazon, be it Mintra, be it, Flipkart, or any e commerce website. So, if you search for something, then the next time you visit the app, it will show you what you searched for. It will remind you what you searched for. Even if you want to forget, it will remind you. So it hopes that you will take those items one or the other day, correct? So this is a business. They don't want to leave the customers and they want to have a long lasting relationships with the customers. And when you search for something and you visit any other website, the same item what you searched for will appear there, correct? Have you ever noticed it? So it is a work of data and it's the work of machine learning. They don't want to leave the customers empty handed, so they hope that the customer will come back to that item one or the other day and he may take the item, thus getting some business. All right, this is because machine learning has enabled us to make amazing recommendation systems that are accurate. They help us to customize the user experience. Now, coming to the service, most of the companies nowadays have a chatting bot. So, every website, every company, every business should have a chat bot, correct? It's an automated chat system. It is available 24 by 7. An example of this is Eva from many websites, correct? They ask you to chat with Eva for any unresolved queries. These bots provide intelligent answers, and sometimes you might even not notice that you are having a conversation with a bot, not with the actual human being. These bots use machine learning, which helps them to provide a good user experience. So this is the example of machine learning for improved customer experience. Then the next one is automated data visualization. So in the past, we have seen a huge amount of data being generated by companies and individuals. Take an example of companies like Google, Twitter, Facebook, how much data they generate every minute, every day. We can use this data and visualize the notable relationships, thus giving the business the ability to make better decisions that can actually benefit both companies as well as the customers. So you may not know that most of the websites sell the customers data for a huge price. So data is very important for everyone. So whenever you go for shopping, you purchase some items, you give them your mobile number, you give them your phone number, you are providing them with your data already. So that data they use for a lot of purpose, for a lot of reasons, for promoting their new products, for promoting their business, okay, for promoting their discounts. So this is the importance of data. From retail, so with the help of user-friendly automated data visualization platforms such as AutoViz, business can obtain a wealth of new insights in an effort to increase productivity in their process. Okay, so we can use this data and visualize the notable relationships, thus giving the business the ability to make better decisions that can actually benefit the companies as well as the customers. So they have a lot of tools for visualization. Just like in the previous module, I showed you the matplotlib. So they use the visualization techniques to better understand the customers. So the last one is the business intelligence. Machine learning characteristics, when merged with big data analytics, can help companies to find solutions to the problems that can help the business to grow and generate more profit. From retail to financial services to healthcare and many more, machine learning has already become one of the most effective technologies to boost business operations. So these are the features. I mean, they're not limited for these features. They're just the examples that I'm showing you. Okay. So in the session, we have started with the machine learning. We have just understood, we have just got a basic idea of how machine learning works, how important it is, and how the data plays a most important role in machine learning, correct? So we saw why do we need machine learning, we saw what are the features of machine learning, right? So we will continue this lecture. I will give you a better picture in the upcoming lectures, all right? So just try to practice these. If you have any doubts, you can mail us, all right? Thank you.